If you've got 5% deposit, what the bank needs to see is just genuine savings. So scenario, number one.
If you've been busting your ass trying to save a deposit for your first home,
Let's go.
this one's for you. If you want to borrow more than 90% of a property's value, in other words, if you've saved 10% or less, then you're going to need to prove to the bank that you borrow money from that at least half of your deposit, or 5% of the property's value, is genuine savings.
That's true. That's true. So if the minimum savings that's needed for genuine savings to be proved is 5%, this is getting better. So let's see what else he's got to say.
Now, what do I mean by genuine savings? Let's take a look at an example. So if you're looking at buying a home worth $500,000 and you've saved 10%, a 10% deposit, which equates to $50,000. Genuine savings means that 5% of the property value, or half of what you've saved, which is $25K, needs to be genuine savings. There needs to be a pattern which has lasted for at least 3 months where you're putting that money into a bank account to save it.
Great advice. I think this is, I really like this guy, but we'll break it down. So if you've got 5% deposit, what the bank needs to see is just genuine savings. So scenario, number one, you get gifted, 5% from family or friends. First and foremost, the family or friend needs to write a letter saying that it's unencumbered and it's a pure gift. The second thing is it needs to stay in the account and you can't keep drawing that out. There's actually some policies, however, that looks at your rental ledger for the last 12 months. This is good for you renters. If you have 5% that's been gifted to you and you want to buy a property immediately, and you've been renting for 12 months with no scarring or no late payments on your rental ledger, if it equates to 5%, that rental ledger for the last 12 months, that will also be looked at as genuine savings. Now, there are also some banks that don't require any genuine savings, but still get away with more than 90% of the borrow. It will take you from face value and saying, yeah, this is a gift, and they'll be like, yep, that's fine, that's no problem. However, those banks will require what's called a funds to complete statement. An FTC statement, all they need to see is that you have funds in the account to complete your purchase.